Welcome to another Mighty Mini Monday. I know it's been a while since I've done these, but I wanted to start doing them again. Just little tiny tidbits, something to start your week with. And if you've been struggling with this, hopefully it's a quick and simple and easy thing to learn. So today we're doing how to squash a commit in Git. Now, I'm not getting into how to manage Git repos, when it's appropriate to squash a commit or anything like that. If you'd like a video dedicated to that, leave a comment and let me know. Be careful though, squashing is changing history. Now, if it's locally and it hasn't been committed to the main repo, that's usually fine. But again, that's not the nuance I'm getting into today. This is just how to do it the easy way. All right, as you can see here, we can do git log, and we can see that I have 3 commits from the last episode in my Learning Rust class. Now, what I'd like to do though here is I just made a spelling mistake, and I don't really want that to be a commit itself. So let's fix that right now. So all you're going to do here is git rebase -i for interactive, and then you're going to give it the repo and the branch. A lot of the times in GitHub, this branching you're going to be doing is actually forking, and that's what a lot of open source projects do. So you're going to, instead of going to origin, you're going to be going to something like your own repo, and then you're going to have an upstream one. Again, that can be a video if you like and subscribe and leave a comment. All right, so origin episode 8, we're going to rebase to that, but we don't have an origin episode 8. So we're going to do it to origin episode 7. That's the last branch that we committed. All right, so we have 3 commits past that origin episode 7, like we've seen. But we want to get rid of this fixed spelling. It was really supposed to be about added educational comments. Now, one thing I want you to note here is this is in inverse order of the log. So the log goes from newest commits to oldest commits, and this goes from oldest commits to newest commits. So this is the newest commit, this is the oldest commit. Now, what we want to do is we're going to take this one here, and instead of picking it, we're going to squash it. And this is going to squash it up into this one. All right, so all we're doing is we're going to take those changes and merge them together as one commit. So we can write quit, and this is going to immediately take us here where we can update the commit message. We can just leave it like this, and so it will have just this. But you know, I don't really want the fixed spelling. I really don't want to admit that I made a spelling mistake. And so this will be fine. So now we can just right quit this. And now if we do git log, you'll notice we only have 2 commits because we squashed that one commit into another commit. This is to be used sparingly. There's a lot of power with changing Git history. And again, like I said, this was all locally before I pushed it. Now, a lot of the times in projects like the Kubernetes project or whatnot, they want a commit to be, or a pull request to be a single commit because you want it to be a single buildable instance. You want whatever to be merged to be a single buildable thing. And so sometimes you'll push it first, you'll get reviews, you'll make changes, you'll get reviews, and you'll make changes. And what happens is, you'll still need to squash it before you get that merged into the actual project. Now what happens here is it does mean that you are changing history on that remote branch that you have, which means you're going to have to, when you push it, put the force flag in. This is something you will learn more about, but it can be git push force. And this is going to force change history on the back end. Now, again, if you're working off of a fork, this is generally considered okay. But if you're on the main repository, I would say this is generally frowned upon and not a good idea. But again, we're not getting into that. That was it. That's how you squash a pull request if you wanted to, the easy way. And let me know if you have any other things that you'd like to be covered in a Mighty Mini Monday. See you next week.